Hey guys, it's Bels. So I wanted to go ahead and say first off that I took some advice that you guys gave. I've tried to get better lighting, didn't quite work. And I'm also trying to look more at the camera more than the actual video feed down here. Those are some of the suggestions you guys gave me. Lighting obviously didn't work out and trying to fix that, but we'll get that figured out. I got a new light and it didn't quite work out. Um, I think it's slightly better, but not by much. It's probably still pretty yellow. It looks yellow down here. So I apologize for that. Another thing is the camera quality should be a slight bit better. I think I was recording at a lower, uh, what is it, frame, whatever those are called. It's like I think I was recording at 480 whenever I have a 1080 camera. So it should be better quality. Probably not much better lighting. I'll try to keep focused on the camera this time instead of just down here. All right. But today I want to talk about kind of a hot topic, hot button issue that's been going around on X. So you guys all probably saw if you're on X, that one couple who uh, boarded their Down syndrome baby and was super happy about it. At least that's what they were posting, and then they were being very antagonistic towards the people that were upset. To be fair to them, at the very least, because we should have grace towards people. People were antagonizing them, but the way that they responded only made it worse. So yes, it's a great evil sin. It's murdering a child. Getting that out of the way. And I apologize to any viewers who may have gone through this and realized their mistake or felt bad about it later. I know it's a very hard issue to some people because there are people who have done evil things. There's murderers, rapists, uh, child predators. It's disgusting, that last one. But there are people like that who have gotten better and tried to give their life to a better cause, whether it's Christ, their community. People have gotten better. But the couple that has been going around on X has not. And it's not because they don't know that people think it's wrong. They know. Like they've seen all the comments. They've seen all of that. The thing is they want that bad publicity. They're going with the any publicity is good publicity. I might be saying that word a little bit off. It doesn't sound right to me in my head. But they're going for that. They want you to respond all angry, like they want you to say this because it drives their algorithm up, and they've gotten more followers and they've gotten more likes and they're getting paid more by X because they're talking about it and you guys are responding. You guys are I get the whole the shaming thing. Shame is good. Shame is a natural civilization instinct, because if you shame bad behaviors, it causes better behaviors in the long run. The problem is they want that shame. Anything on the internet, the shame doesn't work. They know this. That's why they keep posting about it. That's why they keep fanning the flame. They might eventually delete their ex, but not after they've made money off of you viewing their stuff, hate commenting on their stuff, boosting them in the algorithm. That's not how you deal with those situations. And I don't know why so many people are trying to get on the algorithm train with them and get engagement from that. I think a lot of people are doing that. And I think a lot of people just don't know what they're doing. I think that's the most people. There are definitely big people, Ben Shapiro, Dan Bilzerian, all those different types of people have commented on it. All the right has seemingly commented on it, and they're tagging their post, or I think quote tweeting it. I'm still getting used to X. I don't know how all that works. Is it still quote tweet, or is it just quoting? But they're going for that. That's what they want, and the people doing that as well, it's also what they want, because they're also getting you guys to comment and like and view their stuff, and they're making money off of it. But you're doing it all wrong. If you want to discourage that behavior, you got to have real world consequences. If people are unapologetically or openly, because like there are people that do it quietly and it's still bad. It's 100% bad. And I apologize to any people who, again, I feel for people who have done bad things in their life and regretted it later, or felt the pain, um, because those people lost a child. You got to remember that. So you can't paint with a broad brush. There are a lot of different situations out there, and you need to have grace. As a we're Catholic. We offer grace. Anyone can go to heaven. They just got to be repentant. We have we have horrible people who lived horrible lives, who at the end gave their lives to Christ. There are countless martyrs that have done that. There's saints beyond counting who have done that. So we shouldn't. I know I'm heavy hard hitting on this uh, focus on the grace, but we should, because what I'm about to say next requires you to have that distinction between the the goodness of grace and the justness of what is right. And instead of commenting on their posts and giving those type of people engagement, if you if you own a business, what you should do is, if you see those two walk in, is not serve them. That's how you deal with that. They go somewhere, hey, can we get lunch here? You say no, we don't have a table for you. Not because of what they did, because what they did was horrible, and I'll press that, but because of how they went about it. They purposefully used the death of their child to make money. There are sad situations, and people make bad choices out of desperation, and people like that who aren't who made mistakes, because there's murders galore that many of you probably watching have written off excuses for. I know people on the right are glorifying some 20th century leaders that did worse things than having an abortion, because and so I'm I'm just trying to harp on the mercy of those who were in rough situations. But whenever those type of people who make money off of it come through asking for a meal from your restaurant, a new siding for their house, roofing, they want you to make them a baby crib for their new baby if they come in. You say no. You say, I won't serve you. That's the type of shame you need to give those type of people, because they don't care about what you're doing. They're loving it. They are loving it. And all the other people that you might like or dislike as your public speakers, your podcasters, your streamers, all those people, they're also making money off of it. Even if you hate them, I know most of you hate Ben Shapiro who are watching this. He made money off of it. He got, I think, 20, 30,000 views or impressions or whatever they're called on X from that. He probably, I don't watch the Daily Wire, but he probably also talks about it in his podcast. I think he does one daily, right? He's made money off of this because of that. And if you guys just didn't talk about that couple, he wouldn't make money. They wouldn't make money. It'd be much, now maybe talking about it without tagging them, saying like, we won't say who it is, but here's their photo, so that you can do that IRL stuff. You say, no, we won't serve you. You tried making money off of the death of your child that you killed. It's, well, we gotta approach this a different way at the very least. Maybe we need to think about more of how to keep up with who's trying to make money like that without giving them attention. Because if you go to their post and you tag, say, how dare you, you're horrible, you know what that does? That increases the amount of money. And I keep repeating myself, but I don't think people understand. You're paying them. You looking at their stuff makes X say, oh, this keeps them on the platform more. Let's pay them. I'm repeating myself a lot, but you are giving them money with your time. X says they spent time on here because they saw this post. They even commented on this post. And now they made money because of you. You see the issue there. Maybe we find some way to keep track of those type of people that are using such a sad situation to make money. Because that's what this is more about. Everyone knows that Catholics know that abortion's bad. And some people disagree, which doesn't make it not bad. It's still bad. There's no subjective morality. But you guys got to see. I'm not gonna repeat it again. I'm starting to get annoyed with myself repeating it. But that's where that's just where I'll end this video. This one's not as long as I wanted it. It's because I also wanted to talk about some other stuff. But it's also late at night, and I got a new editor who will be trying to help me with my video and camera quality as well as my audio. He just graduated from his new school, so hopefully we can work something out and get you guys better quality content. If he somehow fixes the yellow lighting that I was talking about at the beginning, great. Sorry for going on for like a minute on that, but you guys have a blessed rest of your day, and peace be with you.